Today I want to talk about being busier in your business, right? Doing things that are there to create a busier you versus doing things to create a business for yourself. Now, I know as entrepreneurs, we get into business and the goal is really just to really gain as many clients as possible, to work as much as possible, right? To move away from that full-time gig if we have one, or that part-time gig if we have one. And as important as that is, my goal as a coach for women in business is to really help women see that they can do so much more than that. And here's how I see it. You are putting in the time and the resources and the money and everything you've got, if you're anything like me, to your business. And the only difference between someone who has created, a full-time practice and is going from client to client and really not seeing any time freedom, and usually not financial freedom, the only difference between that person and the person who has created a business and is starting to see that time freedom and that financial freedom because they've strategized properly, the only difference is where they have put their resources. You can put the same amount of energy and time into your business, but what are the things that you're actually doing to grow your business? Now, let me start by saying that if you are someone who simply wants to have a full coaching practice and you want it to end there, fantastic. What I'm speaking about right now and to whom are the women who are looking to build a business, to step into leadership, to grow a team, to have a business that grows and flourishes without them always and forever being in the trenches themselves. Okay, so I have 5 things here that I wanted to share with you that are really important for you to start to think about as you do grow a business. Number 1, branding. What does the branding look like in your business? And when I say branding, I don't just mean logos and websites. I'm talking about building an audience. I'm talking about, the kind of information, the kind of content that you're putting out there. I'm talking about, those eyes that are on you and what you're able to do, in order to turn those eyes into clients. That's all about branding, okay? So branding is one thing that I think, we sometimes look at in terms of like our colors and our logo and our website and the language that we use, but we're not so much always looking at it in terms of creating an audience and what that actually looks like. So, branding is the first thing there, and it's really, really important, okay? Number 2 is about strategizing. And I will tell you here too that, we talk about all of these things. They are strategically placed within the Beautiful Business Program so that you can go from where you are right now as a solopreneur or as a coach and move towards creating that business that you do want to create. And so strategizing is number 2. The whole thing really is about strategizing. And this is about working on purpose, right? Not just sort of working day by day and sort of figuring out that morning what your day is going to look like, but working on purpose so that each day really does have a purpose in creating that beautiful business that you are wanting to create. The mindset flip from that solopreneur mentality of each day by day getting clients to the entrepreneur's mentality or the CEO's mentality of, yes, getting clients, but then what do I have to do for tomorrow and my goals for next year and the goals for 5 years from now. Third is about growing a team, right? So if you are wanting to grow a business past where you are right now, you're going to want to start thinking about growing a team. I will say, and this is part of this is a huge part of what we talk about in our program, is that growing a team isn't just about hiring people. And I know that a lot of women in business shy away from, even thinking about growing a team because they're like, well, I'm not even paying myself a full-time salary yet. How am I going to go and hire someone? We need to flip that mindset ASAP because growing a team is not just about hiring people. I was growing a team for a really long time in my business before I did my first hire. And I will tell you that first hire was only someone who started to work 5 hours a week. Okay, so there's a lot you can do without that hiring piece, without that investment. And again, something that you do want to think about if you're looking to grow that beautiful business. Fourth is scaling. To me, when I think about scaling, I think about creating a bigger impact, creating a greater impact. I know I have a message. I know I've got a passion. I know I've got a purpose. And if you're watching this, so do you, right? Like, you have a message, you have a mission. There's something that you wish that everyone knew, right? And that's why you're in business, and that's why you want to share it. So to me, scaling means being able to share that message and that mission on a greater scale to more people at one time, right? And it's really, really hard to do that when you are solo again in your business and just having that client to client mentality follow you forward, right? And again, if that's where you want to stay in your business, not a problem at all. But if you are looking to grow and have that freedom in flexibility, then scaling is definitely something that you want to start looking at. So how do you scale? What does scaling actually look like? What does it mean in your business, and all of the things around that? Lastly is forecasting. Forecasting is something that I think, so many, especially women entrepreneurs, we stay in the moment. We don't want to look too far in the future. When we think about numbers in the future, it kind of freaks us out. It kind of scares us a little bit. So we don't like to think about that. We just want to, we want to have a successful day, sometimes. And while I think that that's important to be in the moment and live in the moment, I do with all my heart see the importance of forecasting in terms of numbers, in terms of activity, in terms of where you would like your business to go and where it is going, right? Where you'd like it to go is different than where it is going. And it's important to see the difference in those, right? So forecasting is a really important piece. So at this point, I will say, that's a lot of information, of course, right? And you're thinking, okay, I got to pay attention to all these things. Our Beautiful Business program our next cohort starts on September 16th. This is the last one for 2022. And in this, we go through all of this. And as I said, it really is my mission to show women that if they're putting in the time, the effort, the resources, the money, that there is a difference in how they can spend that time and resources and money and really start to create a company, a business for themselves that flourishes with or without them physically in the trenches at all times, right? And I know that so many women get into business because they want their financial freedom and they want their time freedom, but the business that I see a lot of women creating is giving them the complete opposite. And nothing changes if nothing changes. So very excited for that. Looking forward to seeing some of you in that program. And if you have any questions, feel free to share or comment on this post. Much love, everybody. Take care. Bye.